Hello, hello, happy Friday. Hopefully you guys are joining me. I'm gonna get comments up, so give me 1 second. And we will get going. It is Friday. I am so excited. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing this weekend, but, well, I do know. I'll be watching conference some, but I am super excited for the weekend. Hello, hello. Becky, Natalie, Carrie, Samira, and April are with me. So awesome. All right. So, I have to confess. I'm going to confess a little bit at the beginning. So Amy asked me to do this kind of last minute. And she says, I want you to create cards with scraps. And I said, okay. She goes, you have scraps, right? And I said, yeah, sure I do. Guys, honestly, I do not collect well, I have scraps, but they're all like still in like the paper bags and things. Like I use part of the paper, but I don't like compile it all into a box per se or a go-to area. I do have this box, and it's like got just kind of random pieces of paper where I have like 1 or 2 that coordinate and then others that don't. So I grabbed this box and I threw a few other scraps that I had found out of my other paper packs in here, and that's what we're going to play with today. So, and usually I try and prepare kind of like what I'm going to do, but today is all we're going to wing it today, which kind of goes along with scraps, right? Because if you need a quick card, you run to your scraps and you can pull something together really fast. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to wing it and see what I have in this box that we can create with. All right? So hopefully you guys grabbed your scraps and are going to create along with me. Hello, Laura and Tammy and Lynn. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to open this and we're going to see what we can find. I am going to use this though today, and I will explain. Well, we'll start with this, and then, so I've got some, like, these are definitely scraps. This is all I have right here that coordinates together. And on one side it's like border type things, and then lots of orange, an orange stripe, and then these. So I don't have lots of like layering options with that, but maybe we can use up this last little bit of paper and make something happen with it. Looks like I have some sticker things that were probably part of a pack at one time. Don't know what I'll do with those, but maybe not today, but another day. Looks like I've got some birthday paper in here. And I think this came from Susan once upon a time, along with this that I will tell you the story about. But I think this is the same situation. So see, once again, I've got some patterns, lots of patterns, but not really any blenders. But we might be able to make something work with that. So I'm going to set this to the side. And hello, Mary and Linda, Lisa, Jenny. Hello, everybody. Hopefully you guys are grabbing scraps. Grab your scraps. Let's all make a card together. So, this. I was just telling Delyn about this pack that I said I'm going to find a use for it. So, way back in the day, I guess it's been I think almost 5 years that I've worked here with Kiwi Lane. A little bit longer than that I've been friends with Susan. And she was cleaning out, I think, a lot of her stuff. And I was new to scrapbooking, and she, like, just gave me some randomness to, like, play with and get started with. And this was one of the packs. This is how I received it. this was all cut up, and all these pieces were cut up. So she basically gave me her scraps to see what I could, you know, if I could use it. This was part of a very original, I think a kit probably that they sold on Etsy or something, I'm guessing. I don't even know. Maybe you guys know. Gail, you probably... Maybe Gail knows the story of this. I don't know. Gail's known them longer than me. But I think this was probably a kit that they sold on Etsy. So it's got buttons and ribbon and, you know, brads and scraps of paper. So we are going to play with this today and make something. So it's very like boyish type. Well, maybe I'll leave that stuff in there for now. A boyish type theme for sure. And yes, so Gail, that was a lot from the early days of doing the expos and conventions. So yeah, that's what I assume, because this logo is like very beginning days. So anyway, so I've had this for a lot of years and never have even used it since she gave it to me. So we're gonna play with it today. Oh shoot, I gotta find a card base here. Let me see. See, I told you I'm not prepared at all. But bear with me, and I'm gonna find a card base. I had one here. Hopefully you guys are excited about the Christmas card kit, the Merry card kit that just was released. That's gonna be super fun. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna grab so grab your stuff. If you haven't grabbed it yet, grab it now. So all right. So this is white, and the base of this paper is kind of cream, but I think it'll still work. One of my favorite boy lines. Oh, great, Gail. Gail's an amazing card maker, if you don't know that. So now the pressure is on, right? Okay, so we've got kind of toys patterns. We've got stripes. We've got diamonds and plaids, and that's all we've got. Oh, and we've got circles, polka dots, and we have a little bit of this other stripe, and we even have Wacky and Tiny Wacky already cut out for us, so we'll see if we can make that work for us. Okay, let's see here. Leslie, I don't think this isn't a Kiwi Club paper, or this isn't a Kiwi Lane paper. This is My Mind's Eye. This was before they started producing their own paper. So they would put together kits and things and with other people's paper, and they would design a layout, and then they would sell it as a kit. So this is not Kiwi Lane paper, so we couldn't bring this back, but maybe you could talk My Mind's Eye into bringing it back. Okay, so I'm wondering if I want to, this is tricky. Let's see what we want to layer together here. Scraps. I wonder what we're gonna do, I feel like I need some solids, so I'm gonna look through this box one more time. See if I can, oh look, there's some red. There's another scrap. I could pull that red in. It might be good. I could probably pull that blue in too. Let's start with that and see if we get any farther. I just feel like I need some solids here. So I might cut a card base out of this blue and put it on here. Let's do that. Okay. This is a full sheet, but it's just kind of a random piece that I have, so I feel like I'm okay trimming it down. I don't even know if Susan probably doesn't even remember giving me this paper. I don't know. I don't know if she does or not. Probably not. It was a long time ago. So as I was looking at this paper, you know, a lot of times we feel like we need an occasion to send, like, I feel like we don't send kids cards unless there's an occasion. Melinda, I am, wow, 5 a.m. and you're up watching me. I am pretty flattered that you would want to do that. But that's awesome. Gail, I would do stripes and diamonds to start with. Stripes and diamonds. Okay. Do you think it works on this blue paper still? Yes, hopefully. Okay. So I feel like we don't send kids cards unless there's an occasion, but I feel like, wouldn't it be awesome? I feel like kids are kind of forgotten in today's, like, in the whole thing, everything that's going on in our world right now. Like, wouldn't it be awesome to just send a card to, you know, a nephew or a grandson or something, just to say hi, just to let them get happy mail, because we don't ever get happy mail anymore very often. So I feel like it would be fun to just send something just because. I think I want to, let me see. So templates we could use. So I've got, let's see. We have so many a la cards. Let me see. The spaceship could be kind of fun. Look at that. Could be kind of fun. We could do a car. Well, we've got buttons. We could do a car. Let me pull out. Let me find playtime. So what do you guys do with your scraps? Do you keep them in a bucket all together? Do you keep them in with your paper line until, like, it's all gone? Or do you use a paper line until it's completely gone and so you don't even have scraps? Or how do you... I told Susan, I said I needed the video the other day on how to organize scraps, because like I said, I don't have them organized at all. Now I can't even find playtime. Let me see here. So tell me what you guys do. How do you, what do you do with your scraps? Do you, once they're in a bucket together, do you keep them color coordinated still, or do you just throw them all together? Because that's kind of how mine is right now. Like I said, it's just a box that has randomness in it, but not necessarily, you know, it might be kind of color coordinated because it's probably all thrown in there together, like bunches at a time. Oh, that's a good idea. Just a box for your use and grandkids can use them. Okay, so Cynthia keeps hers sorted. Okay, so in playtime, we also have a little card. I could put, if I turned the card this way, I could put the big card. Oh, we also have another rocket ship, but that one's too tall. I forgot about that one. Anyway, so we could put the little car. The little car might be cute with some stars. From Adventure. Could be cute. Adventure also has... Amy pulled out Tiny Explorer. Tiny Explorer is one of my favorite sets. I really love it. Okay, so you keep your solid color separate from your pattern, which is kind of nice because if you need a certain solid, that makes it kind of nice. We have a gear. All right, well, now we have to decide. I think I like this to kind of bring the feel of the card, so I feel like I want at least a border or a strip, at least of that. But let's get a design here. I feel like that star is kind of big on there. Yeah, it's too big. Oh, I forgot about these wackies. Do we want to try and add that? Or maybe the gear. Let's get tiny strips out here. So I could use a border or I could use a strip. What do you guys think? I could just do a strip along there, and then I could use my other patterns. I don't know if this is going to layer on there really well or not. I don't want to do too many pieces because I'm limited on my colors that I got. But maybe if I did that car is probably going to be too, let's see what kind of pieces we've got in here. We've got some buttons, some brads. I don't really have any buttons that are the same though, other than the big ones, and those are way too big. So, but these brads are kind of fun because they have little robots and things. They match like the paper, so we could just put it as a little decorative piece, which would be kind of fun. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to go with, try this. How does that look? Okay. All right. So, I'm going to go with that, and we're going to put this pattern on there, on my strip. I could just cut this with my paper trimmer, but I don't want to cut, like, waste the whole rest of the strip off, so I'm just gonna use my scissors. Okay, so since some of you guys are playing as well, I expect you to post your pictures in the comments. I'm gonna ink as I go. I feel like cards move faster if I just ink as I go, because they're little pieces. Might as well, right? Then you can adhere it down at the same time. So as I was looking at people's comments and things last night from Susan's live about the card kit, and guys, that card kit is super fun because if you like to hand make your Christmas cards, it is super fast, because you can make them all the same, or you can just use your other, like all the cards and tiny traditions, tiny holiday, different things, and but just the one piece with the foil wording is super pretty, and just a really cute, simple and pretty effect. Okay, so then we've got the gear, the star, and the car. I feel like the car has to be in red. Okay, so I need to decide what color my star and my gear are going to be. So we've got the stripe, we've got the diamonds, and we've got this, and we've got the polka dot. So let's start with the gear. What color should my gear be? So I'm thinking this might be cute. I don't know, because you got to be careful with too many patterns. It could get really busy. So stripe for the gear. Okay, so if we put the stripe for the gear, then what color is the star going to be? Diamond red. So we could do that if we did the star in the orange. Or we could do the diamonds for the gear, which would be kind of like this. Oh, I know we have that plaid too, but star, red car. All right, well, let's work backwards. Gotta get this show on the road, Mindy. Okay, so I'm gonna do the red car because I know I want the red car. Okay. So we will work back to the gear and see what we can come up with. Scraps are kind of fun in a way. I mean, I'm kind of overthinking this, I think, but oh, I didn't do the middle of my car. Hopefully I can just cut across there. Because it kind of limits you you can't overthink it too much, right? Because you only have so many options. But it's kind of, you know, really fulfilling too to get through all the little bits of pieces of paper, like how useful. So I was creating a snap frame with my mom one day, and I had some scraps and I was just going to throw them away. And she was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, I don't need them." And she's like, "Those are valuable." And she, mind you, she is not a scrapbooker. She is a crafter, but she doesn't craft very much anymore because she's busy with other things. But she runs a childcare center, and so she knows that scraps of paper with kids can be used for lots of things. So she was like, "You are not throwing that stuff away," because they're always, you know, the teachers there and stuff are always coming up with projects and things, and they use scraps. So scraps are useful, but you got to make sure you use them, because it's awesome to be able to see what you can make with just little bits. Like I've been holding, like I told you, I've been holding on to these cut up scraps for years, and we're going to put them to use today. Probably not all the little embellishments that I got too, but we're going to use some of it. So, Gail, I'm overthinking because Gail makes me nervous. No, I'm just kidding. Gail is amazing though. So yes, I do that. I overthink things a lot of times. Okay, so let me ink these because it's easier to see how the layers look when the edges are inked, I think. But you really can't overthink too long when you have limited options, because it is what it is, and you'll be able to make something with it. And like I said, don't be scared to dig through your stash more and find the colors that, they might not be in the same paper line, but you can always find colors that coordinate. Okay, so we got the yellow star, we got the car, now we got to decide on the gear. So we could do the brown, that's kind of cute, with the diamonds. Oh, that's a good idea, Stephanie. Yes. If it's smaller than a business card or post-it note, I toss it. That is a good idea, because keeping, like, obviously, I'm not going to keep this little piece. It's not going to be useful. Even this is not going to be worth. No, don't leave, Gail. Don't leave. I'm fine. I'm just giving you a hard time. Okay, I think I'm going to go with the diamonds. I think the darker background, I think, is going to work best. So I'm going to go, it's going to go, I'm going to go with that. And then this card, once we add a few little trinkets, we'll be done. And it's as simple as that. I mean, and then I'll show you the other little bits and pieces that I got from Susan. The happy birthday ones. But I do want to try, I have some, as I was looking through, I saw I have some citrusy paper. Might be kind of fun to try too. So we will finish this one up and we'll try another one and see. So yeah, Amy got 2 cards done in a half hour, I think she said on her live. So I am behind schedule, but so what are you guys going to do with your weekend? Anything fun and exciting? The weather is super nice here right now. It's still warm. It's in like the high 70s, low 80s all the time, but you kind of get that morning crisp in the air, the fall crisp, you know, and then it gets warm and then it cools down in the evening again. It's so nice. Okay, so there's my star. And I think I'm going to pop up my car. Normally I would put wheels in normally I would put wheels in a window and such on my car. Probably don't need to though. If you had buttons or whatever, you could put buttons on the wheels. That would be super cute. I don't have any buttons in here at the moment. They're in the other room. I should have grabbed them. I should keep the buttons in my office, but they're up in the support room for some reason. So, anyway. Hopefully find some time to make cards and use up some scraps. Good job, Stephanie. That is a great idea. The gear needs to be darker to make it pop behind the star. Well, I don't have a darker. Oh look, my buttons magically appeared. Thanks, Dylan.
You're welcome.
Well, we could see what we got in here. They're very pastel-y buttons. Just kind of, I don't know. I think I'm gonna wait on this one. Let's pull out these brads and see. And a kid's birthday. Good. I hope you guys are feeling motivated to make some cards, because cards are really fun to give and to receive. That one's kind of cute. So we got this gear square one. We got a robot square one. We got a round robot with a green robot on it. And then we've got like a green and blue stripe. It doesn't really go with our motif here, but so we could do something like just put it down in the corner, or we could put the gear kind of just, I don't know, or the robot. What do you guys think? I'm liking the square ones. Oh, yes. Okay, good. Stephanie, I was like, well, I think it works, but yes, the other ones would have been light, because like if you put the, yeah, the stripe on the stripe would have just kind of blended and not really done it justice. So yes, I feel like when you have a light color, that's why I wanted to put the red on the lighter, you know, plaid of this orange, because I knew it would pop off. And same with the rings. If you would have put the rings back there, it kind of would have just washed out a little bit. So I agree. Okay, so square robot or square gear? What do you think? I'm thinking, I don't know. Gail, tune in here. Where would you put this? If I put this on here, where should it go? I could put it in the mix, or I could just put it in a corner just to add a little touch. So fill in here for me and tell me where it should go. Blue gear. And where should it go? down here in the corner, down here in this corner, down, left corner, okay, that's where it's gonna go. You know what, I should have put it, if I would have thought ahead, car window. I don't think it'll fit for the car window. It will look weird. I think needs to be more than it needs to be with more than itself. So add 2 buttons or something and put it in a line on the bottom either corner. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to poke this there, but I'm going to only poke it through the strip because I don't want the little brad things to show. So I'm going to put it through the strip only and then stick that back down and it will hide. So then I'm going to add, I got this little orange button that will be cute there. And I do have, well, no, I don't like that. Okay, I'm just going to do the orange button. And normally I would tie, oh, you know what we do? We have string in this kit. Let's add a little string. I was going to say, normally I like string through my buttons, at least a little bit. So we're using a little bit of this stuff in here. I'm going to have to remember that I have this. I'll have to get these little, brads and elements and things and put them with my other stuff so that I know I have it. I totally forgot about this until I opened that box today. I was like, oh, talk about scraps. That's what I'm going to use. Okay. And then I'm just going to use adhesive. I don't have any glue dots with me either. So all right. So there we go. There's our card. Sentiment. Are you adding a sentiment? You know what? I need something on that. Maybe I could use my black Sharpie. Where is my black Sharpie? Alright, well, my black Sharpie disappeared, but I'm thinking that maybe I will, like, do some edging around that, or draw in the windows, I think, or something. No, I don't think I'm going to put a sentiment on here, because I think, you know, I could, if I had my letters, I should have brought my letters in. But if anything, I would probably just put on there like hi or something like that. And then I'm just going to send it to a little boy in my family, like my nephew or, and my Sharpies appeared. Well, I'm going to do that later. I'm going to just move on to another card. But I think I would do that. Just put like hi on it or something just to send it to a kid. Just to say hi. Just to make their day. you know, so I think that's what I would do with that. All right, so obviously out of that little bit of stuff, we still have, I could probably make another card since I still have some scraps. So I'll have to figure out another use for that. And so, okay, one more. Let's see. So I'm going to let you guys help me pick. So we've got birthday. This is another thing that Susan gave me. So these pieces of paper. We've got birthday, and then patterns. So I would probably have to find something to pull in with that as well. But then we also have this citrus paper that I think is so cute, but this is all I have of it. And I think it might be fun to see what we can do with that. Once again, though, I'm going to have to dig through here real quick and see what else I can pull in with it real quick. So give me 1 second, because this stuff might work. I'm getting down here and I've got a little bit of the Aloha paper left. So I've got green and yellow. That would work perfect. I've got some pink, and that might even work too. So we're going to give that a go. All right. Yes, nice for a little boy. I think it's so fun. I don't know about you guys. I love getting mail. I love the Amazon guy that pulls up. But for kids, it's got to be just as fun to get mail. And they're on the computers and things so often now that to get real, like a card in the mail would be so fun. Okay, so let me grab another card base here. And okay, so we've got watermelon, strawberries, lemons, oranges, apples. Ooh, we have an apple template. Let me pull that out. That could be fun. Apple a day. Keeps the doctor away. We could use citrus from the May kit. This could be fun, guys. All right. So, I don't even know what. Oh, Bella Boulevard. That's what this paper is. Okay, so this I'm just going to leave white, the base. I don't think I need to cover it. But I have a lot of border options here. So I could cut off these strips and layer them in a border. This is like the main pattern. Oh, the pineapple too. We do have the pineapple. Good job, Gail. See if I can find the pineapple. Tiny Seaside. That's what I need, right? Tiny Seaside has a pineapple. Oh my goodness. We have so many templates. You guys realize? I was actually in a product meeting the other day and I was like, we were talking about how to discontinue things and how to vault things and when and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, eventually these templates are going to get out of control. But can hear you guys now. No, don't vault. This pineapple. Yes, look it. We could have our own little fruit basket right here. How cute is that? Okay, so, what's your guys' favorite tiny border? First person to tell me their favorite tiny border, and that's the one we're going to use. Okay, first favorite tiny border. Let me know. What's your favorite tiny border? Frolic. All right, Frolic it is. That's what we're going to use. Frolic. Do you have a favorite piece in Frolic? Oh, look at all of you guys. Frolic and Breezy. Interesting. Okay, do you have a favorite piece of Frolic? Let's see. I feel like it might be fun to utilize some of these stripes as well. But we could do something like, might do something like that, but widen it. Well, I don't know. Let's see. I kind of like, if we did something like that, we could have one of the fruits kind of peeking up out of the back. Could be cute. And then we could do some of these strips adorn 4. So you guys like the scallops. Okay, well I'm gonna go with, I think I might do that. That might be cute. And then you could do the other strips down here. And then on top, we could add in our other fruit. How cute would that be? This is kind of fun, actually. Use that apple as a bigger base. Although that really hides the pattern, so I don't know if that's really what we want to do, but we could make this fatter. Let's see. I'm gonna need those for my fruits. Let's see what we got here. The apple is from the, I believe it's the September 2018 Kiwi Club. I think. Okay, 3 fruits. You guys help me pick the 3 fruits. I kind of like, I don't know guys, I kind of like this little thing poking out the top. It's kind of cute. We could do, so, well, in order to get a sentiment on here, look, this is what we could do. We could, where's my other strips? Because I don't really have a sentiment on this paper, on these scraps. So I could cut those out though. Have you guys ever done that? You cut out like the words and just glue them on separately. But you could do something like this. This is what I was thinking. Oh, look at that, fits perfectly. You could have some of this stripe, and then you could have an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And you could send it to someone who's sick or something. That'd be kind of cute. You are so sweet. Yes, I could do that too. I would just need letters, which I don't have. I should have brought my letters in, but wasn't planning for this. So that would be cute though too. That would be cute. You are so sweet. Okay, that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to get letters and put this on the card. So let's just design the card. So I kind of like that coming out. So let's take out the lemon and the apple. And then we could, I really like this stripe. I really love that stripe. I think it's really cute. So if we put the just trying to figure out here, guys, my colors. I'd have to do a pink apple. And then the green and yellow with the orange. No, Gail, my letters are at my house. We don't have any letters here at the office. So the letter fairy can't come because they're at my house. I like my own personal letters. I don't have any here at the office. We should buy some though. We should keep a stash of letters. But okay, so let's just go with it. Let's try it. We'll see what works, what doesn't. We can always change it. Okay, and switch it up if need be, because especially with scraps, if you want to change it, right, it's not going to make a difference because you're not like cutting into a full sheet of paper. They're just scraps. So it's not hurting anything if we want to start over if it doesn't work. Okay, so we've got that. I'm going to have to trim this down because Frolic is 6 inches. I should have used the measure mark. I wasn't thinking. So we will trim that down. I want to make sure that I leave enough room to poke my slice out of. Okay. And now I'm going to cut off this strip. I just want to see, I might even use that. Would be kind of fun. I just got this idea. Now, mind you, my ideas are sometimes, no, they're always brilliant. It would be kind of fun to do like a scrap swap right? Like you know, create your layouts or your cards or whatever, and you have scraps. And then, I'm just trying to decide where, sorry, I'll finish my thought. And then, like you, like trade scraps with someone else, and they give you their scraps, and then it's like new paper that you're getting, and like it's not something that you're tired of or whatever. You get their scraps, they get yours. Be kind of fun, a scrap swap. Good, Tracy. I'm glad. Send happy mail to your godkids. That would be so. I think it's so fun. So fun to get mail. Trying to decide. I think I like that stripe. I might cut off this and give it a go as well. Although I do have this blue. Or the green. It's kind of fun too. All these different stripes. What to use? What to use? I'm gonna cut them and see what I want, because I think it would be, these hearts might be fun too. Or maybe that up there. Yes, I'm definitely playing, guys. Hopefully you don't mind. Because I gotta get my mouse over here. Gail, send your college student random cards. That would be really fun. You know what? I'm gonna bring the green. Okay, last strip, and then we'll make a decision here. Okay, so we've got, it might be kind of fun to bring the green down, actually, because I'm gonna, so we'll have the orange up there, pink, yellow, or maybe we just leave it white. Natalie, I remember you saying that that you mail your friend cards in Idaho every week. When I was doing when Susan and I were doing the Woodland Creatures cards, I remember you saying that. And speaking of, Susan said she was going to send that that bird card to me. Remember her saying that? Yeah, I haven't gotten it. Nope. Maybe I should send her my bird card, and it would remind her, right? I might leave it actually white on the bottom, because then I think it would be cute to, I keep forgetting the marks. To get little black letters and put down here, "You're so sweet." So I think I'm going to leave it white. Okay, so let's dig into our patterns here. So I think I'm going to do this orange, the outsides, but I'm going to do my inside pieces, the orange stripe. And pop that out like that. So let me cut that out real quick. Sorry if I keep getting out of the frame. And then, let's see, the orange stripe. See this right here? So then I'm gonna trace the inside pieces of my orange. And put those on inside. Yes, Helen, I'm going to put the sentiment at the bottom. I'm going to get, I think I've got little black letters, and I'm going to put "You're so sweet" down there. I think that will be cute. So what kind of cards are you guys making right now? Some of you said you were going to make cards. So what kind of scraps are you using? What kind of cards are you making? Have you guys tuned in to all of the card making day events so far? Oh, so I'll tell you another story. So when I was younger, so the importance of cards is what I'm getting at. I used to write to my grandma. My grandma, most of my family lives in California, my extended family. And my grandma on my dad's side lived there. And when I was younger, I would write her letters and cards and things a lot. And she passed away, I think I was a teenager. I don't know, can't remember, like 16 maybe or something like that. And she passed away. And anyway, I wasn't able to go to the funeral. My parents went down, but I didn't go. And anyway, they cleaned out her house and things, and my uncle still lived with her. And anyway, I remember him mentioning that she kept all my cards and notes and letters, and it really meant a lot to her that I would do that. So so cards are, they're a simple thing, but they really do mean a lot when people get them in the mail, to show that someone was thinking of you that day, that they made that and wrote on that. And it's special. It's special to take time out of our busy, busy lives and think about people. Think about people that might need a hug or a smile, and you can't do it in person, but a card can do that. So a basketball out of the citrus. You could make a basketball out of any of the circles, the rings. You just gotta know how the basketball lines go, but you can draw those on. Basketball lines are actually really easy. If you want, I'll show you as soon as I finish this card. I'll show you, but I think, now watch, I'll probably get it wrong, but I'm pretty sure I know how the basketball lines go. So, but it would be really easy to do a basketball. Okay, so I like to put my citrus back on so that I can place these wedges in right places. And I'm probably not getting them in the exact spot that they came out of, but I don't think it's really going to make too much of a difference. It's going to be close enough. Oh, sending one with a gift certificate. That's even happier mail. Oh, I have a friend that passed away, but she used to make cards for like $25 a month. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. 25 people were happier that month. That's amazing. She sent a lot of light out into the world. That's awesome. I have a group of 5 card swapping friends, and I'm making cards for our September and October swaps. Awesome. So you guys make the cards, like get them all completed, and then you swap them. That's really fun. It's kind of like the scrap swap. Gail, I think you should start a scrap swap wherever you're at in Utah, and start a scrap swap. Someone else should keep that other lady's card, or that card swap. It needs to keep going. That's really fun too. A lot of light that we need in this world. Okay, so there's my orange. It's a little crazy because the pattern on the back is a little it's a little busier than I thought it would be, but maybe it'll be okay. Should have done that before I stuck this down. Well, you guys can learn from me and decide if that works or not. I think it'll work for this idea, because we're going to layer our apple. Yeah, it's a little bit crazy. I needed more of a solid, but I wonder if I have an orange solid in here. It's probably good enough though. It's probably not a big deal. Look at that. Oh, okay guys. Redo. I'm gonna do that. See? Scraps. You never know what you're gonna find. I'm just gonna cut this out. I'm gonna replace those segments, and I think it's gonna look a lot better. Because this is darker, and the stripes are gonna work on it a lot better, I think. Hopefully you guys are still with me. If not, that's okay too. I'm taking kind of long. Normally this shouldn't take you that long. You could whip out some cards in not very long, but it always takes me longer when I'm talking and doing this at the same time. That one's a lot of points here, so I'm going to put that one over there. Okay, There, that stands out a little better, huh? Okay. Now, our pineapple. I'm gonna do yellow. Something so fun about pineapples. My daughter gave someone a pineapple as a gift one time. Have you guys seen? I think we found it on Pinterest. But you get a pineapple and you paint the leaves like a fun, bright color. It was so cute. It was so cute. You should try it sometime. I think she painted the leaves like a teal or something. Anyway, it was really fun. And I think she painted the leaves a teal and then put a pair of sunglasses on the pineapple, and she gave it to someone as a gift. It was really cute. Because then it was like the pineapple had like neon hair. And yeah, it was really fun. Okay, so there's my pineapple, and now I'm gonna do my apple, and I'm gonna do it out of pink because I can, right? And those are the colors I have, and apples can be pink. And I'll do my green leaf on top, and it will be so cute. Scraps are also really handy, not only for card making. I know we're talking about card making this weekend, but scraps come in handy for like DIY crafts as well. I don't know how many times I've needed like just a little bit of something, and I've been able to go through my paper and find just a little bit of the right color I need for a craft project, or my kids for a school project or whatever. So I really do need to start saving, well, organize, put my scraps all in one place so that I can actually make use of them easier, you know? That's what I started out as, was a crafter. I love making stuff. Pink lady apples are yummy. I have never had a pink lady apple. I should go get one after this and try them. I've seen them, but I have never tried them. So I will have to do that. That's cute, guys. This is those orange segments are sticking up. I'm going to put a little bit more adhesive to try and get that border to stick down a little bit. How cute. Okay. And then with the words on there, "You're so sweet." That's going to be fun. I don't know about you, but pop-up is so fun on cards. It's really fun on lots of things, but this pop-up is horrible. It's really fun on cards. Just to add, you know, that top layer to make it pop up a little bit. There. And then right down there, "You're so sweet." How cute is that? I like to ink my edges of my, I got ink there, but I like to ink the edges of my cards as well. I just think it adds to the whole finished look. And there is that. So we were going to, okay, so scraps. Those are my cards that I made with just scraps. Scraps of paper, and I'm gonna probably tweak up that card a little bit, but yeah, just odds and ends, little scraps of paper. Easily make a card. Okay, so we are going to, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna try and get kind of a plain piece of paper so you can see easier. Okay, I'm gonna cut a circle out of this green, even though, well, I guess you could have a green basketball, but just to show you how this is done. So you're going to cut out the basketball or the circle. And we have lots of circle sizes. So citrus, if you don't have like the other rings or tiny shapes or whatever, citrus is probably a good go-to. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I think a basketball, you have, oh, she brought me a Sharpie that doesn't even work. It's a good thing I didn't try and use it. Okay, so you go like this and like this, right? And then I think you go, do you go across the middle? I think so, right? Like that. Basketball? All you basketball fans, tell me if I'm right, but I think that's right. All right, Linda. Bye, Linda. Thanks for joining me. So I think that's how a basketball goes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how you would do a basketball. It's softball. No, but with the line in the middle, isn't that a basketball? Oh. Now I'm... Oh, without the middle stripe, it would be a softball, yes. But with the middle stripe, I'm pretty sure that's how basketball goes. Okay, so super easy. So you would just need an orange circle or a brown circle or whatever color you want, and then draw the lines. Super good, super easy to make a basketball on a card. Would be super cute. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I've kept you long enough for these 2 cards that I made. Thanks for hanging out with me. Definitely finish up your cards with your scraps. make use of all those pieces of paper we have lying around, but send them out into the world. And my challenge for you today is to pick a child in your life and send them a card just to say hi. Doesn't need to be for an occasion, but just to say hi and that you are thinking of them. So send some cards to the awesome kids in our lives today. So have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.